On July 10, Argentina defeated hosts Brazil 1-0 in the final, giving Messi his first major international title and Argentina's first since 1993, as well as his nation's joint record 15th Copa America overall. Messi was directly involved in 9 out of the 12 goals scored by Argentina, scoring 4 and assisting 5. He was named the player of the tournament for his performances, an honor he shared with Neymar. He also finished as the tournament's top scorer with 4 goals, tied with Colombia's Luis Diaz, with the Golden Boot awarded to Messi as he had more assists. On September 9, Messi scored a hat-trick in a 3-0 home win over Bolivia in a 2022 World Cup qualifier, which also moved him above Pelé as South America's top male international scorer with 79 goals. In the 2022 Finalissima, the third edition of the CONMEBOL UEFA Cup of Champions, at Wembley on June 2, 2022, Messi assisted twice in a 3-0 victory against Italy and was named player of the match, securing his second trophy for Argentina at the senior level. Messi then followed this on June 6 with all 5 Argentina goals in a 5-0 victory in a friendly win over Estonia, overtaking Ferenc Puskás among the all-time international men's top scorers. At the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, Messi scored a penalty in Argentina's opening game, a 2-1 defeat to Saudi Arabia, before scoring with a low 20-yard strike in their next match against Mexico, in which Argentina won 2-0, also recording an assist on Enzo Fernandez's goal. In the last 16 game against Australia, Messi scored the opening goal in Argentina's 2-1 win in what was his 1000th senior career appearance, and became the most capped male South American, CONMEBOL member, footballer of all time, surpassing the previous record set by Ecuador's Iván Hurtado, as well as surpass and equal several other FIFA World Cup and national team records. In the quarter-final, against the Netherlands, Messi assisted Argentina's first goal for Nahuel Molina with a reverse pass and then scored a penalty as the game finished 2-2 after extra time. Argentina won 4-3 in the penalty shootout, with Messi scoring the first penalty. In the semi-final against Croatia, Messi made a record-equaling 25th World Cup Finals appearance, drawing level with Germany's Lothar Matthäus, and scored the opening goal with a penalty before he assisted Argentina's third goal scored by Julian Alvarez in a 3-0 win. With his 11th World Cup goal, Messi overtook Batistuta to become Argentina's all-time top scorer at the World Cup. Argentina advanced to the final against France, with Messi stating that it would be his final World Cup appearance. In the 2022 FIFA World Cup final on December 18, Messi made his record 26th World Cup Finals appearance at Lusail Stadium. Messi scored Argentina's opening goal with a penalty, becoming in the process the first player since the last 16 round was introduced in 1986 to score a goal in each round of a single World Cup edition. After Argentina's eventual 2-goal lead was erased by France forward Kylian Mbappé, who scored twice inside 2 minutes, Messi would score again in extra time to restore Argentina's lead, before Mbappé again drew France level. Tied 3-3 after extra time, the match went to a penalty shootout. Messi scored Argentina's first goal in the shootout, with Argentina eventually winning 4-2, ending the nation's 36-year wait for the trophy. Messi received the Golden Ball for Player of the Tournament, becoming the first player to win it twice. He finished second in the Golden Boot race with 7 goals in 7 games, one behind Mbappé. With his appearance and 2 goals in the final, Messi overtook Matthäus as the player with most appearances at the World Cup, 26. And Pelé as the player with most direct goal contributions at the World Cup, 21 to 13 goals and 8 assists. The championship game was widely acclaimed as one of the best of all time, with media coverage heavily framing it as a duel between Messi and Mbappé. Following the game, Messi confirmed that he had no plans to retire from the national team, saying, "I want to continue playing as a champion." As Messi evolved into one of the best players in the world, he secured a place in Alfio Basíl's starting lineup, as part of a team considered favorites to win the 2007 Copa America, held in Venezuela. He set up the game-winning goal of their 4-1 victory over the United States in the opening match, before winning a penalty that led to the game-tying first strike of their 4-2 win in the next match against Colombia. At the quarter-final stage, where the group winners faced Peru, he scored the second goal of a 4-0 victory that saw them through to the semi-final, during which he chipped the ball over Mexico's goalkeeper to ensure another 3-0 win. In a surprise defeat, Argentina lost the final 3-0 to a Brazil squad that lacked several of the nation's best players. Their unexpected loss was followed by much criticism in Argentina, though Messi was mostly exempt due to his young age and secondary status to star player Juan Roman Riquelme. He was named the best young player of the tournament by CONMEBOL. Ahead of the 2008 Summer Olympics, Barcelona legally barred Messi from representing Argentina at the tournament as it coincided with their Champions League qualifying matches. After interference from newly appointed Barcelona manager Pep Guardiola, who had won the tournament in 1992, Messi was permitted to join Sergio Batista's under-23 squad in Beijing. During the first match, he scored the opening goal in their 2-1 victory over the Ivory Coast. Following a 1-0 win in the next group match against Australia, ensuring their quarter-final qualification, Messi was rested during the game against Serbia, while his side won the match to finish first in their group. Against the Netherlands, he again scored the first goal and assisted a second strike to help his team to a 2-1 win in extra time. After a 3-0 semi-final victory over Brazil, Messi assisted the only goal in the final as Argentina defeated Nigeria to claim Olympic gold medals. Along with Riquelme, Messi was singled out by FIFA as the standout player from the tournament's best team. 2008 to 2011, collective decline. From late 2008, the national team experienced a 3-year period marked by poor performances. Under manager Diego Maradona, who had led Argentina to World Cup victory as a player, the team struggled to qualify for the 2010 World Cup, securing their place in the tournament only after defeating Uruguay 1-0 in their last qualifying match. Maradona was criticized for his strategic decisions, which included playing Messi out of his usual position. In 8 qualifying matches under Maradona's stewardship, Messi scored only 1 goal, netting the opening goal in the first such match, a 4-0 victory over Venezuela. During that game, played on March 28, 2009, he wore Argentina's number 10 shirt for the first time, following the international retirement of Riquelme. Overall, Messi scored 4 goals in 18 appearances during the qualifying process. Ahead of the tournament, Maradona visited Messi in Barcelona to request his tactical input. Messi then outlined a 4-3-1-2 formation with himself playing behind the 2 strikers, a playmaking position known as the enganche in Argentine football, which had been his preferred position since childhood. Despite their poor qualifying campaign, Argentina were considered title contenders at the World Cup in South Africa. At the start of the tournament, the new formation proved effective. Messi managed at least 4 attempts on goal during their opening match but was repeatedly denied by Nigeria's goalkeeper, resulting in a 1-0 win. During the next match, against South Korea, he excelled in his playmaking role, participating in all 4 goals of his side's 4-1 victory. As their place in the knockout phase was guaranteed, most of the starters were rested during the last group match, but Messi reportedly refused to be benched. He wore the captain's armband for the first time in their 2-0 win against Greece. As the focal point of their play, he helped create their second goal to see Argentina finish as group winners. Argentina were eliminated in the quarter-final against Germany, at the same stage of the tournament and by the same opponent as 4 years earlier. Their 4-0 loss was their worst margin of defeat at a World Cup since 1974. FIFA subsequently identified Messi as one of the tournament's 10 best players, citing his outstanding pace and creativity and spectacular and efficient dribbling, shooting and passing. Back home, however, Messi was the subject of harsher judgment. As the perceived best player in the world, he had been expected to lead an average team to the title, as Maradona arguably did in 1986. But he had failed to replicate his performances at Barcelona with the national team, leading to the accusation that he cared less about his country than his club. Maradona was replaced by Sergio Batista, who had orchestrated Argentina's Olympic victory. Batista publicly stated that he intended to build the team around Messi, employing him as a false nine within a 4-3-3 system, as used to much success by Barcelona. Although Messi scored a record 53 goals during the 2010-2011 club season, he had not scored for Argentina in an official match since March 2009. Despite the tactical change, his goal drought continued during the 2011 Copa America, hosted by Argentina. Their first 2 matches, against Bolivia and Colombia, ended in draws. Media and fans noted that he did not combine well with striker Carlos Tevez, who enjoyed greater popularity among the Argentine public. Messi was consequently booed by his own team supporters for the first time in his career. During the crucial next match, with Tevez on the bench, he gave a well-received performance, assisting 2 goals in their 3-0 victory over Costa Rica. After the quarter-final against Uruguay ended in a 1-1 draw following extra time, with Messi having assisted their equalizer, Argentina were eliminated 4-5 in the penalty shootout by the eventual champions. 2011-2013, assuming the captaincy. After Argentina's unsuccessful performance in the Copa America, Batista was replaced by Alejandro Sabella. Upon his appointment in August 2011, Sabella awarded the 24-year-old Messi the captaincy of the squad, in accord with then-captain Javier Mascherano. Reserved by nature, Messi went on to lead his squad by example as their best player, while Mascherano continued to fulfill the role of the team's on-field leader and motivator. In a further redesign of the team, Sabella dismissed Tevez and brought in players with whom Messi had won the World Youth Championship and Olympic Games. Now playing in a free role in an improving team, Messi ended his goal drought by scoring during their first World Cup qualifying match against Chile on October 7. His first official goal for Argentina in 2.5 years. Under Sabella, Messi's goal-scoring rate drastically increased. Where he had scored only 17 goals in 61 matches under his previous managers, he scored 25 times in 32 appearances during the following 3 years. He netted a total of 12 goals in 9 games for Argentina in 2012, equaling the record held by Gabriel Batistuta for the most goals scored in a calendar year for their country. His first international hat-trick came in a friendly against Switzerland on February 29, 2012, followed by 2 more hat-tricks over the next year and a half in friendlies against Brazil and Guatemala. Messi then helped the team secure their place in the 2014 World Cup with a 5-2 victory over Paraguay on September 10, 2013 when he scored twice from penalty kicks, taking his international tally to 37 goals to become Argentina's second-highest goalscorer behind Batistuta. Overall, he had scored a total of 10 goals in 14 matches during the qualifying campaign. Concurrently with his bettered performances, his relationship with his compatriots improved, as he gradually began to be perceived more favorably in Argentina. 2014-2015, World Cup and Copa America Finals. Ahead of the World Cup in Brazil, doubts persisted over Messi's form, as he finished an unsuccessful and injury-plagued season with Barcelona. At the start of the tournament, however, he gave strong performances, being elected man of the match in their first 4 matches. In his first World Cup match as captain, he led them to a 2-1 victory over Bosnia and Herzegovina. He helped create Sead Kolasinac's own goal and scored their second strike after a dribble past 3 players. His first World Cup goal since his debut in the tournament 8 years earlier. During the second match against Iran, he scored an injury-time goal from 25 yards out to end the game in a 1-0 win, securing their qualification for the knockout phase. He scored twice in the last group match, a 3-2 victory over Nigeria, his second goal coming from a free kick, as they finished first in their group. Messi assisted a late goal in extra time to ensure a 1-0 win against Switzerland in the round of 16, and played in the 1-0 quarter-final win against Belgium as Argentina progressed to the semi-final of the World Cup for the first time since 1990. Following a 0-0 draw in extra time, they eliminated the Netherlands 4-2 in a penalty shootout to reach the final, with Messi scoring his team's first penalty. Billed as Messi vs Germany, the world's best player against the best team, the final was a repeat of the 1990 final featuring Diego Maradona. Within the first half hour, Messi had started the play that led to a goal, but it was ruled offside. He missed several opportunities to open the scoring throughout the match. In particular at the start of the second half when his breakaway effort went wide of the far post. Substitute Mario Götze finally scored in the 113th minute, followed in the last minute of extra time by a free kick that Messi sent over the net, as Germany won the match 1-0 to claim the World Cup. At the conclusion of the final, Messi was awarded the Golden Ball as the best player of the tournament. In addition to being the joint third highest goal scorer, with 4 goals and an assist, he created the most chances, completed the most dribbling runs, made the most deliveries into the penalty area and produced the most through balls in the competition. However, his selection drew criticism due to his lack of goals in the knockout round. FIFA President Sepp Blatter expressed his surprise. While Maradona suggested that Messi had undeservedly been chosen for marketing purposes. Another final appearance, the third of Messi's senior international career, followed in the 2015 Copa America, held in Chile. Under the stewardship of former Barcelona manager Gerardo Martino, Argentina entered the tournament as title contenders due to their second-place achievement at the World Cup. During the opening match against Paraguay, they were ahead 2 goals by halftime but lost their lead to end the match in a 2-2 draw. Messi had scored from a penalty kick, netting his only goal in the tournament. Following a 1-0 win against defending champions Uruguay, Messi earned his 100th cap for his country in the final group match, a 1-0 win over Jamaica, becoming only the 5th Argentine to achieve this milestone. In his 100 appearances, he had scored a total of 46 goals for Argentina, 22 of which came in official competitive matches. As Messi evolved from the team's symbolic captain into a genuine leader, he led Argentina to the knockout stage as group winners. In the quarter-final, they created numerous chances, including a rebound header by Messi, but were repeatedly denied by Colombia's goalkeeper, and ultimately ended the match scoreless, leading to a 5-4 penalty shootout in their favor, with Messi netting his team's first spot kick. At the semi-final stage, Messi excelled as a playmaker as he provided 3 assists and helped create 3 more goals in his side's 6-1 victory over Paraguay, receiving applause from the initially hostile crowd. Argentina started the final as the odds-on title favorites, but were defeated by Chile 4-1 in a penalty shootout after a 0-0 extra-time draw. Faced with aggression from opposing players, including taking a boot to the midriff, Messi played below his standards, though he was the only Argentine to successfully convert his penalty. At the close of the tournament, he was reportedly selected to receive the Most Valuable Player award but rejected the honor. As Argentina continued a trophy drought that began in 1993, the World Cup and Copa America defeats again brought intense criticism for Messi from Argentine media and fans. 2016 to 2017, third Copa America final, retirement, and return. Messi's place in Argentina's Copa America Centenario squad was initially put in jeopardy when he sustained a back injury in a 1-0 friendly win over Honduras in a pre-Copa America warm-up match on May 27, 2016. It was later reported that he had suffered a deep bruise in his lumbar region. He was later left on the bench in Argentina's 2-1 opening win over defending champions Chile on June 6 due to concerns regarding his fitness. Although Messi was declared match fit for his nation's second group match against Panama on June 10, Martino left him on the bench once again. He replaced Augusto Fernandez in the 61st minute and subsequently scored a hat-trick in 19 minutes, also starting the play which led to Sergio Aguero's goal, as the match ended in a 5-0 victory, sealing Argentina's place in the quarter-finals of the competition. He was elected man of the match for his performance. On June 18, in the quarter-final of the Copa America against Venezuela, Messi produced another man-of-the-match performance, assisting 2 goals and scoring another in a 4-1 victory, which enabled him to equal Gabriel Batistuta's national record of 54 goals in official international matches. This record was broken 3 days later when Messi scored a free kick in a 4-0 semi-final win against hosts the United States. He also assisted 2 goals during the match as Argentina sealed a place in the final of the competition for a second consecutive year, and was named man of the match once again. During a repeat of the previous year's final on June 26, Argentina once again lost to Chile on penalties after a 0-0 deadlock, resulting in Messi's third consecutive defeat in a major tournament final with Argentina, and his 4th overall. After the match, Messi, who had missed his penalty in the shootout, announced his retirement from international football. He stated, "I tried my hardest. The team has ended for me, a decision made." Chile coach Juan Antonio Pizzi said after the match, "My generation can't compare him to Maradona, that's for my generation, because of what Maradona did for Argentine football. But I think the best player ever played today here in the United States." Messi finished the tournament as the second highest scorer, behind Eduardo Vargas, with 5 goals, and was the highest assist provider with 4 assists, also winning more man of the match awards than any other player in the tournament, 3. He was named to the team of the tournament for his performances, but missed out on the Golden Ball award for best player, which went to Alexis Sanchez. Following his announcement, a campaign began in Argentina for Messi to change his mind about retiring. He was greeted by fans with signs like, "Don't go, Leo," when the team landed in Buenos Aires. President of Argentina Mauricio Macri urged Messi not to quit, stating, "We are lucky, it is one of life's pleasures. It is a gift from God to have the best player in the world in a footballing country like ours. Lionel Messi is the greatest thing we have in Argentina and we must take care of him." Mayor of Buenos Aires Horacio Rodriguez Larreta unveiled a statue of Messi in the capital to convince him to reconsider retirement. The campaign also continued in the streets and avenues of the Argentine capital, with about 50,000 supporters going to the Obelisco de Buenos Aires on July 2, using the same slogan. Return. Just a week after Messi announced his international retirement, Argentine newspaper La Nación reported that he was reconsidering playing for Argentina at the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in September. On August 12, it was confirmed that Messi had reversed his decision to retire from international football, and he was included in the squad for the national team's upcoming 2018 World Cup qualifiers. On September 1, in his first game back, he scored in a 1-0 home win over Uruguay in a 2018 World Cup qualifier. On March 28, 2017, Messi was suspended for 4 international games for insulting an assistant referee in a game against Chile on March 23, 2017. He was also fined 10,000 Swiss francs. On May 5, Messi's 4-match ban as well as his 10,000 Swiss francs fine was lifted by FIFA after Argentina Football Association appealed against his suspension, which meant he could now play Argentina's remaining World Cup qualifiers. Argentina's place in the 2018 World Cup was in jeopardy going into their final qualifying match as they were 6th in their group, outside the 5 possible CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying spots, meaning they risked failing to qualify for the World Cup for the first time since 1970. On October 10, Messi led his country to World Cup qualification in scoring a hat-trick as Argentina came from behind to defeat Ecuador 3-1 away. Argentina had not defeated Ecuador in Quito since 2001. Messi's 3 goals saw him become the joint all-time leading scorer in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers with 21 goals, alongside Uruguay's Luis Suarez, overtaking the previous record which was held by compatriot Hernan Crespo. 2018 World Cup. Following on from their poor qualification campaign, expectations were not high going into the 2018 World Cup, with the team, without an injured Messi, losing 6-1 to Spain in March 2018. Prior to Argentina's opener, there was speculation in the media over whether this would be Messi's final World Cup. In the team's opening group match against Iceland on June 16, Messi missed a potential match-winning penalty in an eventual 1-1 draw. In Argentina's second game on June 21, the team lost 3-0 to Croatia. Post-match, the Argentina coach Jorge Sampaoli spoke of the lack of quality in the team surrounding Messi, saying, "We quite simply couldn't pass to him to help him generate the situations he is used to. We worked to give him the ball, but the opponent also worked hard to prevent him from getting the ball. We lost that battle." Croatia captain and midfielder Luka Modric also stated post-match, "Messi is an incredible player, but he can't do everything alone." In Argentina's final group match against Nigeria at the Krestovsky Stadium, St. Petersburg on June 26, Messi scored the opening goal in an eventual 2-1 victory, becoming the third Argentine after Diego Maradona and Gabriel Batistuta to score in 3 different World Cups. He also became the first player to score in the World Cup in his teens, 20s, and his 30s. A goal of the tournament contender, Messi received a long pass from midfield and controlled the ball on the run with 2 touches before striking it across goal into the net with his weaker right foot. He was awarded Man of the Match. Argentina progressed to the second round as group runners-up behind Croatia. In the round of 16 match against eventual champions France on June 30, Messi set up Gabriel Mercado's and Sergio Aguero's goals in a 3-4 defeat, which saw Argentina eliminated from the World Cup. With his 2 assists in his team's second-round fixture, Messi became the first player to provide an assist in the last 4 World Cups, and also became the first player to provide 2 assists in a match for Argentina since Maradona had managed the same feat against South Korea in 1986. Following the tournament, Messi stated that he would not participate in Argentina's friendlies against Guatemala and Colombia in September, and commented that it would be unlikely that he would represent his nation for the remainder of the calendar year. Messi's absence from the national team and his continued failure to win a title with Argentina prompted speculation in the media that Messi might retire from international football once again. In March 2019, however, he was called up to the Argentina squad once again for the team's friendlies against Venezuela and Morocco later that month. A conversation with Scaloni and his idol Aymar made Messi reconsider his decision to retire. He made his international return on March 22, in a 3-1 friendly defeat to Venezuela, in Madrid. 2019-2020, Copa America third place, suspension and Superclásico victory. On May 21, Messi was included in Lionel Scaloni's final 23-man Argentina squad for the 2019 Copa America. In Argentina's second group match of the tournament on June 19, Messi scored the equalizing goal from the penalty spot in a 1-1 draw against Paraguay. After coming under criticism in the media over his performance following Argentina's 2-0 victory over Venezuela in the quarterfinals at the Maracana Stadium on June 28, Messi commented that it had not been his best Copa America, while also criticizing the poor quality of the pitches. Following Argentina's 2-0 defeat to hosts Brazil in the semi-finals on July 2, Messi was critical of the refereeing during the match, and alleged the competition was set up for Brazil to win. In the third-place match against Chile on July 6, Messi set up Agüero's opening goal from a free kick in an eventual 2-1 win, to help Argentina capture the bronze medal. However, he was sent off along with Gary Medel in the 37th minute of play, after being involved in an altercation with the Chilean defender. Following the match, Messi refused to collect his medal, and implied in a post-match interview that his comments following the semi-final led to his sending off. Messi later issued an apology for his comments, but was fined $1,500 and was handed a one-match ban by CONMEBOL, which ruled him out of Argentina's next World Cup qualifier. On August 2, Messi was banned for 3 months from international football and was fined $50,000 by CONMEBOL for his comments against the referee's decisions. This ban meant he would miss Argentina's friendly matches against Chile, Mexico, and Germany in September and October. On November 15, Messi played in the 2019 Superclásico de las Americas vs Brazil, scoring the winning goal by a rebound of his saved penalty. On October 8, 2020, Messi scored a penalty in a 1-0 victory against Ecuador, giving Argentina a winning start to their 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign. 2021-2022, Copa America and World Cup triumphs. On June 14, 2021, Messi scored from a free kick in a 1-1 draw against Chile in Argentina's opening group match of the 2021 Copa America in Brazil. On June 21, Messi played in his 147th match as he equaled Javier Mascherano's record for most appearances for Argentina in a 1-0 win over Paraguay in their third game of the tournament. A week later, he broke the record for most appearances in an Argentina shirt when he featured in a 4-1 win against Bolivia in his team's final group match, assisting Papu Gomez's opening goal and later scoring 2. On July 3, Messi assisted twice and scored from a free kick in a 3-0 win over Ecuador in the quarterfinals of the competition. On July 6, in a 1-1 draw in the semi-finals against Colombia, Messi made his 150th appearance for his country and registered his 5th assist of the tournament, a cutback for Lautaro Martinez, matching his record of 9 goal contributions in a single tournament from 5 years earlier. He later netted his spot kick in Argentina's eventual 3-2 penalty shootout victory to progress to his 5th international final. On July 10, Argentina defeated hosts Brazil 1-0 in the final, giving Messi his first major international title and Argentina's first since 1993, as well as his nation's joint record 15th Copa America overall. Messi was directly involved in 9 out of the 12 goals scored by Argentina, scoring 4 and assisting 5. He was named the player of the tournament for his performances, an honor he shared with Neymar. He also finished as the tournament's top scorer with 4 goals, tied with Colombia's Luis Diaz, with the Golden Boot awarded to Messi as he had more assists. On September 9, Messi scored a hat-trick in a 3-0 home win over Bolivia in a 2022 World Cup qualifier, which also moved him above Pelé as South America's top male international scorer with 79 goals. In the 2022 Finalissima, the third edition of the CONMEBOL UEFA Cup of Champions, at Wembley on June 2, 2022, Messi assisted twice in a 3-0 victory against Italy and was named player of the match, securing his second trophy for Argentina at the senior level. Messi then followed this on June 6 with all 5 Argentina goals in a 5-0 victory in a friendly win over Estonia, overtaking Ferenc Puskás among the all-time international men's top scorers. At the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, Messi scored a penalty in Argentina's opening game, a 2-1 defeat to Saudi Arabia, before scoring with a low 20-yard strike in their next match against Mexico, in which Argentina won 2-0, also recording an assist on Enzo Fernandez's goal. In the last 16 game against Australia, Messi scored the opening goal in Argentina's 2-1 win in what was his 1,000th senior career appearance, and became the most capped male South American, CONMEBOL member, footballer of all time, surpassing the previous record set by Ecuador's Iván Hurtado, as well as surpass and equal several other FIFA World Cup and national team records. In the quarter-final, against the Netherlands, Messi assisted Argentina's first goal for Nahuel Molina with a reverse pass and then scored a penalty as the game finished 2-2 after extra time. Argentina won 4-3 in the penalty shootout, with Messi scoring the first penalty. In the semi-final against Croatia, Messi made a record-equaling 25th World Cup Finals appearance, drawing level with Germany's Lothar Matthäus, and scored the opening goal with a penalty before he assisted Argentina's third goal scored by Julian Alvarez in a 3-0 win. With his 11th World Cup goal, Messi overtook Batistuta to become Argentina's all-time top scorer at the World Cup. Argentina advanced to the final against France, with Messi stating that it would be his final World Cup appearance. In the 2022 FIFA World Cup final on December 18, Messi made his record 26th World Cup Finals appearance at Lusail Stadium. Messi scored Argentina's opening goal with a penalty, becoming in the process the first player since the last 16 round was introduced in 1986 to score a goal in each round of a single World Cup edition. After Argentina's eventual 2-goal lead was erased by France forward Kylian Mbappé, who scored twice inside 2 minutes, Messi would score again in extra time to restore Argentina's lead, before Mbappé again drew France level. Tied 3-3 after extra time, the match went to a penalty shootout. Messi scored Argentina's first goal in the shootout, with Argentina eventually winning 4-2, ending the nation's 36-year wait for the trophy. Messi received the Golden Ball for Player of the Tournament, becoming the first player to win it twice. He finished second in the Golden Boot race with 7 goals in 7 games, one behind Mbappé. With his appearance and 2 goals in the final, Messi overtook Matthäus as the player with most appearances at the World Cup, 26, and Pelé as the player with most direct goal contributions at the World Cup, 21 to 13 goals and 8 assists. The championship game was widely acclaimed as one of the best of all time, with media coverage heavily framing it as a duel between Messi and Mbappé. Following the game, Messi confirmed that he had no plans to retire from the national team, saying, "I want to continue playing as a champion." Player profile. Due to his short stature, Messi has a lower center of gravity than taller players, which gives him greater agility, allowing him to change direction more quickly and evade opposing tackles. This has led the Spanish media to dub him La Pulga Atomica, the atomic flea. Despite being physically unimposing, he possesses significant upper body strength, which, combined with his low center of gravity in resulting balance, aids him in withstanding physical challenges from opponents. He has consequently been noted for his lack of diving in a sport rife with play acting. His short, strong legs allow him to excel in short bursts of acceleration, while his quick feet enable him to retain control of the ball when dribbling at speed. His former Barcelona manager Pep Guardiola once stated, "Messi is the only player that runs faster with the ball than he does without it." Although he has improved his ability with his weaker foot since his mid-20s, Messi is predominantly a left-footed player. With the outside of his left foot, he usually begins dribbling runs, while he uses the inside of his foot to finish and provide passes and assists. A prolific goalscorer. Messi is known for his finishing, positioning, quick reactions, and ability to make attacking runs to beat the defensive line. He also functions in a playmaking role, courtesy of his vision and range of passing. He has often been described as a magician, a conjurer, creating goals and opportunities where seemingly none exist. Moreover, he is an accurate free kick and penalty kick taker. As of October 2022, Messi ranks 9th all-time in goals scored from direct free kicks with 60, the most among active players. He also has a penchant for scoring from chips. Messi's pace and technical ability enable him to undertake individual dribbling runs towards goal, in particular during counterattacks, usually starting from the halfway line or the right side of the pitch. Widely considered to be the best dribbler in the world, and one of the greatest dribblers of all time. With regard to this ability, his former Argentina manager Diego Maradona has said of him, "The ball stays glued to his foot. I've seen great players in my career, but I've never seen anyone with Messi's ball control." Beyond his individual qualities, he is also a well-rounded, hard-working team player, known for his creative combinations, in particular with former Barcelona midfielders Xavi and Andres Iniesta. Tactically, Messi plays in a free attacking role, a versatile player. He is capable of attacking on either wing or through the center of the pitch. His favored position in childhood was the playmaker behind two strikers, known as the enganche in Argentine football, but he began his career in Spain as a left winger or left-sided forward. Upon his first team debut, he was moved on to the right wing by manager Frank Rijkaard. From this position, he could more easily cut through the defense into the middle of the pitch and curl shots on goal with his left foot, rather than predominantly cross balls for teammates. Under Guardiola and subsequent managers, he most often played in a false nine role, positioned as a center forward or lone striker. He would roam the center, often moving deep into midfield and drawing defenders with him, in order to create and exploit spaces for passes, other teammates attacking runs off the ball, Messi's own dribbling runs, or combinations with Xavi and Iniesta. Under the stewardship of Luis Enrique, Messi initially returned to playing in the right-sided position that characterized much of his early career in the manager's 4-3-3 formation, while he was increasingly deployed in a deeper, free playmaking role in later seasons. Under manager Ernesto Valverde, Messi played in a variety of roles. While he occasionally continued to be deployed in a deeper role, from which he could make runs from behind into the box, or even on the right wing or as a false nine, he was also used in a more offensive, central role in a 4-2-3-1, or as a second striker in a 4-4-2 formation, where he was once again given the license to drop deep, link up with midfielders, orchestrate his team's attacking plays, and create chances for his attacking partner Suarez. As his career advanced, and his tendency to dribble diminished slightly with age, Messi began to dictate play in deeper areas of the pitch and developed into one of the best passers and playmakers in football history. His work rate off the ball and defensive responsibilities also decreased as his career progressed, by covering less ground on the pitch, and instead conserving his energy for short bursts of speed. He was able to improve his efficiency, movement, and positional play, and was also able to avoid muscular injuries, despite often playing a large number of matches throughout a particular season on a consistent basis. Indeed, while he was injury-prone in his early career, he was later able to improve his injury record by running less off the ball, and by adopting a stricter diet, training regime, and sleep schedule. With the Argentina national team, Messi has similarly played anywhere along the front line. Under various managers, he has been employed on the right wing, as a false nine, as an out-and-out striker, in a supporting role alongside another forward, or in a deeper, free creative role as a classic number 10 playmaker or attacking midfielder behind the strikers. Reception and comparisons to Diego Maradona. A prodigious talent as a teenager, Messi established himself among the world's best players before age 20. Diego Maradona considered the 18-year-old Messi the best player in the world alongside Ronaldinho, while the Brazilian himself, shortly after winning the Ballon d'Or, commented, "I'm not even the best at Barca," in reference to his protégé. 4 years later, after Messi had won his first Ballon d'Or by a record margin, the public debate regarding his qualities as a player moved beyond his status in contemporary football to the possibility that he was one of the greatest players in history. An early proponent was his then-manager Pep Guardiola, who, as early as August 2009, declared Messi to be the best player he had ever seen. In the following years, this opinion gained greater acceptance among pundits, managers, former and current players, and by the end of Barca's second treble-winning season, Messi's superiority, ahead of Maradona and Pelé, had become the apparent view among many fans and pundits in continental Europe. He initially received several dismissals by critics, based on the fact that he had not won an international trophy at senior level with Argentina, until he won his first at the 2021 Copa America. Throughout his career, Messi has been compared with his late compatriot Diego Maradona, due to their similar playing styles as diminutive, left-footed dribblers. Initially, he was merely one of many young Argentine players, including his boyhood idol Pablo Aimar, to receive the new Maradona moniker, but as his career progressed, Messi proved his similarity beyond all previous contenders, establishing himself as the greatest player Argentina had produced since Maradona. Jorge Valdano, who won the 1986 World Cup alongside Maradona, said in October 2013, "Messi is Maradona every day." For the last 5 years, Messi has been the Maradona of the World Cup in Mexico. Cesar Menotti, who as manager orchestrated their 1978 World Cup victory, echoed this sentiment when he opined that Messi plays at the level of the best Maradona. Other notable Argentines in the sport, such as Osvaldo Ardiles, Javier Zanetti, and Diego Simeone, have expressed their belief that Messi has overtaken Maradona as the best player in history. In Argentine society, prior to 2019, Messi was generally held in lesser esteem than Maradona, a consequence of not only his perceived uneven performances with the national team, but also of differences in class, personality, and background. Messi is in some ways the antithesis of his predecessor. Where Maradona was an extroverted, controversial character who rose to greatness from the slums, Messi is reserved and unassuming, an unremarkable man outside of football. An enduring mark against him is the fact that, through no fault of his own, he never proved himself in the Argentine Primera División as an upcoming player, achieving stardom overseas from a young age, while his lack of outward passion for the albiceleste shirt. Until 2019 he did not sing the national anthem, and his disinclined to emotional displays have in the past led to the false perception that he felt Catalan rather than truly Argentine. Football journalist Tim Vickery states the view among Argentines is that Messi was always seen as more Catalan than one of them. Despite having lived in Spain since age 13, Messi rejected the option of representing Spain internationally. He has said, "Argentina is my country, my family, my way of expressing myself. I would change all my records to make the people in my country happy." Moreover, several pundits and footballing figures, including Maradona, questioned Messi's leadership with Argentina at times, despite his playing ability. Vickery states the perception of Messi among Argentines changed in 2019, with Messi making a conscious effort to become more one of the group, more Argentine, with Vickery adding that following the World Cup victory in 2022 Messi would now be held in the same esteem by his compatriots as Maradona. Comparisons with Cristiano Ronaldo. Among his contemporary peers, Messi is most often compared and contrasted with Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo, as part of an ongoing rivalry that has been compared to past sports rivalries like the Muhammad Ali-Joe Frazier rivalry in boxing, the Roger Federer-Rafael Nadal rivalry in tennis, and the Senna-Prost rivalry from Formula One motor racing. Although Messi has at times denied any rivalry, they are widely believed to push one another in their aim to be the best player in the world. Since 2008, Messi has won 7 Ballons d'Or to Ronaldo's 5, 6 FIFA World's Best Player awards to Ronaldo's 5, and 6 European Golden Shoes to Ronaldo's 4. Pundits and fans regularly argue the individual merits of both players. Beyond their playing styles, the debate also revolves around their differing physiques. Ronaldo is 1.87 meters with a muscular build, and contrasting public personalities with Ronaldo's self-confidence and theatrics a foil to Messi's humility. From 2009 to 2010 to 2017 to 2018, Messi faced Ronaldo at least twice every season in El Clasico, which ranks among the world's most viewed annual sports events. Off the pitch, Ronaldo is his direct competitor in terms of salary, sponsorships, and social media fanbase. In popular culture, according to France Football, Messi was the world's highest-paid footballer for 5 years out of 6 between 2009 and 2014. He was the first player to exceed the €40 million benchmark, with earnings of €41 million in 2013. And the €50 to €60 million points, with income of €65 million in 2014. Messi was second on Forbes' list of the world's highest-paid athletes, after Cristiano Ronaldo, with income of $81.4 million from his salary and endorsements in 2015 to 16. In 2018 he was the first player to exceed the €100 million benchmark for a calendar year, with earnings of €126 million, $154 million, in combined income from salaries, bonuses, and endorsements. Forbes ranked him the world's highest-paid athlete in 2019. From 2008, he was Barcelona's highest-paid player, receiving a salary that increased incrementally from €7.8 million to €13 million over the next 5 years. Signing a new Barcelona contract in 2017, he earned $667,000 per week in wages, and Barcelona also paid him $59.6 million as a signing-on bonus. His buyout clause was set at $835 million, €700 million. In 2020, Messi became the second footballer, as well as the second athlete in a team sport, after Cristiano Ronaldo, to surpass $1 billion in earnings during their careers. In addition to his salary and bonuses, much of his income derives from endorsements. SportsPro has consequently cited him as one of the world's most marketable athletes every year since their research began in 2010. His main sponsor since 2006 is the sportswear company Adidas. As Barcelona's leading youth prospect, he had been signed with Nike since age 14, but transferred to Adidas after they successfully challenged their rivals' claim to his image rights in court. Over time, Messi established himself as their leading brand endorser. From 2008, he had a long-running signature collection of Adidas F50 boots, and in 2015, he became the first footballer to receive his own sub-brand of Adidas boots, the Adidas Messi. Since 2017, he has worn the latest version of the Adidas Nemesis. In 2015, a Barcelona jersey with Messi's name and number was the best-selling replica jersey worldwide. As a commercial entity, Messi's marketing brand has been based exclusively on his talents and achievements as a player, in contrast to arguably more glamorous players like Cristiano Ronaldo and David Beckham. At the start of his career, he thus mainly held sponsorship contracts with companies that employ sports-oriented marketing, such as Adidas, Pepsi, and Konami. From 2010 onwards, concurrently with his increased achievements as a player, his marketing appeal widened, leading to long-term endorsement deals with luxury brands Dolce & Gabbana and Audemars Piguet. Messi is also a global brand ambassador for Gillette, Turkish Airlines, Ooredoo, and Tata Motors, among other companies. Additionally, Messi was the face of Konami's video game series Pro Evolution Soccer, appearing on the covers of company PlayStation 2009, 2010, 2011 and 2020. He subsequently signed with rival company EA Sports to become the face of their series FIFA and has since appeared on 4 consecutive covers from FIFA 13 to FIFA 16. Messi's global popularity and influence are well documented. He was among the Time 100, an annual list of the world's most influential people as published by Time, in 2011 and 2012. His fanbase on the social media website Facebook is among the largest of all public figures. Within 7 hours of its launch in April 2011, Messi's Facebook page had nearly 7 million followers, and by August 2021 he had over 103 million followers, the second highest for a sportsperson after Cristiano Ronaldo. He also has over 400 million Instagram followers, the second highest for an individual and sportsperson after Cristiano Ronaldo. His World Cup celebration post from December 18, 2022 is the most liked post on Instagram with over 70 million likes. According to a 2014 survey by sports research firm Repucom in 15 international markets, Messi was familiar to 87% of respondents around the world, of whom 78% perceived him favorably, making him the second most recognized player globally, behind Ronaldo, and the most likable of all contemporary players. On Messi's economic impact on the city in which he plays, Terry Gibson called him a tourist attraction. Other events have illustrated Messi's presence in popular culture. A solid gold replica of his left foot, weighing 25 kilograms and valued at $5.25 million, went on sale in Japan in March 2013 to raise funds for victims of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. A 2013 Turkish Airlines advertisement starring Messi, in which he engages in a selfie competition with then Los Angeles Lakers star Kobe Bryant, was the most watched ad on YouTube in the year of its release, receiving 137 million views, and was subsequently voted the best advertisement of the 2005-15 decade to commemorate YouTube's founding. World Press Photo selected. The final game. A photograph of Messi facing the World Cup trophy after Argentina's final defeat to Germany, as the best sports image of 2014. Messi, a documentary about his life by filmmaker Alex de la Iglesia, premiered at the Venice Film Festival in August 2014. In June 2021, Messi signed a 5-year deal to become an ambassador for the Hard Rock Cafe brand. He stated, "Sports and music are an integral part of my life. It is an honor to be the first athlete to partner with a brand who has a history of teaming with music legends." In May 2022, Messi was unveiled as Saudi Arabia's tourism ambassador. Due to Saudi Arabia's poor human rights record, Messi was condemned for taking on the role, which was viewed as an attempt of Saudi sports washing. In August 2022, Messi was urged by the family of Mohammed Al-Faraj to intervene on their son's behalf after he was arrested in 2017 at the age of 15 for crimes against the Saudi regime and faced the death penalty.